This video is for Theme, Modeling and Simulation, Unit Animate. And in this video I'm going to show you how to use the JIT software to create an animation. The first thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to go to the JIT website, and you can do that either by the portal and following the correct steps to get to the JIT website. Your teacher can show you how to do that, or if you haven't got access to the portal, then you simply need to type in this web address into your web browser. If you find that difficult because there's too many letters, instead of writing this web address, you can write this one instead, making sure that you use the capital letters where you see them. So, once we've got access to the website, we need to sign in. So we need to click on this orange circle here that says sign in. Now the information that you need to sign in, you can get from your teacher. So I'm just going to enter the information that I need to sign in. I enter my school name, my username, and my password. As long as that information is correct and I press on the green tick, I am now signed in. I know that because the orange circle has changed from saying sign in, it now says save. Once I've signed in, I need to click on the Animate button, which is the pink one at the top, and that'll take me to the animation software. We're then going to use one of these backgrounds, one of these background templates, to create our animation on. So choose which one you'd like to use. I'm going to use this beach background. So I click on the beach background and my background is now changed to a beach scene. You'll also notice that my characters have changed to the underwater characters. I can change those if I want to by clicking on the underwater button and choosing different characters. But the underwater ones are the most appropriate for the beach background. So now what I need to do is I need to decide what characters or what objects or what drawings I want to put on the background of my animation. And what I mean by that is whatever I put on the background here, by clicking on it, whatever I put on here will appear on every frame of my animation. So I've clicked on the background. I'm then going to make the crab appear on every frame. So I click on the crab, drag him over onto the sand, and you can see that he's now appearing on the background. I'm also going to put a turtle onto my background, and you can see that he too has appeared onto the background. And so every frame from now on, these two characters will appear in exactly the same place on every frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create an animation where these two characters are heading a ball to each other. So in order to do that, I'm going to click on the paintbrush tool, which is here, and I'm going to create a big red ball. So I'm going to use the big red brush. Once I've got my brush ready, I need to click on frame 1 of my animation, which is this frame here. Once I've selected that, I now need to start drawing my animation. So I'm going to start with the ball on the crab's head here. And that's frame 1 done. What I need to do next is move on to frame 2. So I click onto frame 2, and you can see that I can see a little tiny transparent, which means see-through, circle that I created on frame 1. Can you see that? Just there, look. When I go across onto frame 2, you can just see where I put it. And the reason it's done that is because it's showing you where you put that ball on frame 1 so that you know where to put it on frame 2. So I need to make it look as though this ball's moving. So on frame 1 it's there, on frame 2 I'm going to put it here. So if I flick between them, frame 1 the ball is there, frame 2 the ball is there. So then on frame 3, you can see that I can now see a see-through version of the ball that is on frame 2. So I know where to put the ball on frame 3. There. And then I'm going to keep doing this and gradually moving the ball across to the turtle. You can see that when I get to frame 5, I need to add some more slides. So to do that, I just click on the green cross. Like that. So I've got 6 frames, and on those 6 frames, the ball is moving from the crab across to the turtle. And what I need to do now, in order to see this animation working, is press the play button. And you can see that the crab is heading the ball to the turtle, but the turtle isn't heading the ball back to the crab. And that's because this loop button has been pressed. If I press the loop button again, what will happen now is we'll go back and forth. The animation will go forward 6 slides and then backward 6 slides. So it looks like the crab is heading the ball to the turtle, and then the turtle is heading the ball back to the crab. I can also use this tool here, the plus and minus symbol, to speed up my animation or slow my animation right down. Now you need to make sure that you choose an appropriate speed for your animation so that it looks good. Once you're happy with that, you can press stop, and maybe you want to add some more slides or some more drawings or some more characters to your animation. But I finished my animation, so I'm going to add a title. This is called Heading the Ball, like that. And once you've added your title, you can then press save to finish your animation. And you can see that it's saving, and it's now saved. I can check that it's saved my animation by pressing this load button. And you can see that I've created many heading the ball animations because I've done some before. I was practicing before I did this video. I can close this. If I want to create a new animation, I can click on the new button, and I can choose another background to create an animation on. Don't worry that my animation has disappeared, because again, if I want to, I can press on load and I can load my animation, which is this one here, like that. Okay, so enjoy creating your animations and good luck.